Hey, everybody.
Welcome back. And it is another week, so we have another podcast to entertain you with our knowledge of nothing and our our love of God. And that's all I got. So I'm happy to share it with you guys. Anyway, this is our podcast. It's called On the Rocks with Tracy and Angie, where we take life with a grain of salt, a wedge of lime, and a shot of God. We also do a shot of tequila as we're on our podcast. And so, salute.
Cheers.
Here we go. Here's to Blanco all the way.
Blanco.
So, how is everyone out there?
I'm sore.
Now,
The girls
I know I'm tired. I know why I'm tired. So
get me to sign up.
I want to hear why you're tired.
Because the girls got me to, unbeknownst to me, sign up for...
The girls, meaning your daughters?
Yes.
Okay.
To sign up for a, quote, yoga class. And so I sign up, blah, blah, blah. And then after I've signed up, the little gal that's the owner of the studio sends me a text and is, welcome, whatever, making sure that you have these Pilates socks and all this crap. So then I'm like, what kind of yoga class is this? So it's called Reformer Pilates, and it's like the trend, the hit, the whatever. And it's a really small class. There's only I think there were 6 or 7 of us in there with the instructor. And it's on this bench table thing that has these springs and all these moving parts. And
so what, are they hanging upside down?
It's got pulleys and all this stuff. And the little thing that your body lays on moves.
Oh.
Yeah. And I am so
So
sore.
what, do they strap you in and make your legs go this way? Or this way? Or what?
It was a lot of we did a lot of, my abs are so sore.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's a lot of core. It's all core.
Yeah.
And at one point they had you put your legs straight up and then you reach behind your head and grab these long straps. And you have to put a strap on each foot. And then as you pull your feet down, you try not to move the little thing that's on the rollers or whatever into a reverse crunch, I guess. And then bring your legs back up, and then bring your legs back down, and then bring your legs back up. And
wow.
It was
Well, that sounds
and then do
good.
one at a time.
I used to go to this Pilates class. I need to go back there. I forgot all about it since I used to go before my mom passed away, before she got really sick and I had to go take care of her all the time. And I used to go there and they were good. I forgot all about that place. Yeah, I'm good. I'm coming back. If you're watching this podcast, I'll be back.
Well, we decided we're going to go again. So the next class we do,
is it
you
in
have
Ormond?
to come with us. Yeah.
So I'd have to drive all the way to Ormond. I'm a terrible driver, folks.
I know.
I am a self-admitted terrible driver.
Get Fred to drive you, and then he can hang out with Cage.
I can
then
do
go
that.
To dinner.
Yeah, I can do that.
Then go to Publix Pours. Our Publix now has one of the coolest. Well, it's not really that cool. It's in a grocery store, right? In Publix, but they have all these different beers on tap.
Oh,
And since our brew pub closed down,
why?
they sold the building.
Oh.
And
Oh, Lord, what are you doing now without that brew pub? Because you were there every day almost.
not every day.
Almost every time I said, what are you doing?
Couple
I'm at the
times
brew
a week
pub.
at least.
Couple times.
2 times, maybe sometimes 3. We'd go up there. We could get something to eat, have a pint, and go home. It was less than
2 seconds
a
away.
half a mile away
Yeah.
from our house. It was great. And I miss Stan's beer. But so now we've had to go to Publix Pours. They have great beer on tap.
I've never heard of that. So why do they do that? To get people drunk before they get into the shop?
Oh, and their little shopping carts.
I did that once in a jewelry store,
Hey, wait, what?
They serve you rum in a jewelry store.
Oh, nice.
And I got wasted on
Did you
rum.
spend more money?
I certainly did. Well, Fred certainly did. It worked for him, for me. I mean, so yeah, it was good. But yeah, that's crazy. Most stores should serve you something like that because if they want to make some extra money.
Well, you can go
works.
in there, you can get your beer, and their little shopping carts has a drink holder in it, and you can just shop around, drink your beer while you're shopping.
Up there to shop.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's a great store.
I don't like beer though.
You're gonna like it.
I don't like it.
You're gonna like it.
Thank you, my dear.
All right.
So we have our questions.
If you could be any mythical creature, what would you be and why?
A fire-breathing dragon that flies.
Why?
Because they're cool and I can burn the crap out of whoever I decided to. Okay.
That's good.
If you had to eat one food or dish daily for the rest of your life, what would that be?
If I had to eat one food or dish and that was all I could eat, ooh, it would be a soup.
What kind of soup?
What's my favorite? Turkey sausage kale soup.
I do love that soup. I could probably eat that myself.
I could probably eat that every day.
But mine would be either linguine and clam sauce, my homemade one, or a lobster tail every day.
Oh, lobster. Oh, ceviche.
Oh, ceviche too. Well, that's not good for us foodies because we are foodies and there's too much food out there that we would want to eat every day. And I do. That's why I'm getting up there.
If you were a kitchen appliance, which one would you be?
A dishwasher.
I was thinking the same thing.
At least I'd be clean every day. What would your mythical creature be?
My mythical creature. Would have to be something that flew, that flies.
You can be a unicorn with wings.
No.
A fairy.
Pegasus.
Pegasus. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Okay. Why?
Why? Because he was strong and powerful, yet he was sleek.
I thought Pegasus was a woman.
Oh, it was a horse. It's the horse with the wings.
No, it's a horse with the wings.
Yeah.
What makes you say he? Could be she.
Well, she, whatever. Soft, silky.
Could be they.
Hell no. There's no they. No.
Anyway, moving on.
We could go there with that if you want to.
No. Well, we started to go there in the last.
Oh yeah, we did
last week. I think that's a topic that.
What is the most hilarious fashion trend that you secretly love or loved?
Oh gosh, that's a difficult one. I'm perplexed.
Mine were stirrup pants.
Stirrup pants? I did like stirrup
pants because they always stayed down. And now they got leggings, but they always ride up.
Oh, see, I love my leggings. I don't mind leggings.
But don't they ride up and then you got to
then you got to stop and pull
them down.
Yeah. That's
see, with stirrup pants, you don't have to do that.
But it's exercise because you're bending over and standing up, bending over and standing up. So to me, that's exercise. So I'm happy with that. If you could have a superpower, but it had to be kind of useless, what would it be? Okay, so if you had a superpower, but it had to be kind of useless, like it's not good for anything other than, what would it be?
A superpower, a good for nothing superpower. Good for nothing superpower.
Mine would be flying.
But that's not good for nothing.
It's good for nothing. It's not like a superpower, really.
Yeah, because it can fly. You fly from one place to the next place.
but it's not for anyone. It's just for me. That would be my superpower.
Mine would be to hear people's thoughts.
Well, that's not useless either because you could.
Sure, but you couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, you could. You can know what time the bank opens in the morning or.
No, they're secret thoughts. Like
yeah,
get
that
in
would be
people's
terrible.
heads.
I wouldn't want that because.
No, probably not.
No,
It'd be
but
kinda
it's a superpower that's useless, I guess. Go ahead, you go.
What is the weirdest dream that you've ever had?
I'll tell you, I have one that's reoccurring, and I apologize to you, Nick, for this. I always dream that I'm back living with my first husband, and it's a long, terrible, stupid dream anyway. And I'm searching for my now husband, Fred. And I know that I'm not supposed to be there with Nick. I'm supposed to be with Fred, but I can't find him, and nor can I call him because I can't remember his phone number for some reason in my dreams. So, yeah, that's one that reoccurs all the time, and I'm in a panic looking for Fred. Where are you? This can't be where I'm here. I can't still be here.
Why? Oh, that's funny. Now, I used to have like a recurring dream all the time where it was after my first marriage had ended and I was running. Something would chase me like in my house or whatever, and I'd be running and I would get the girls and I would get them safely over a fence or whatever, and I'd be just about to go over the fence to safety, and whoever was chasing me or whatever would stop and grab me.
Wow.
And I'd wake up in like a sweat and a panic and whatever. And I remember reading this one article this one time that was like, have you ever stopped in your dream and faced what it was that you were running from?
Yeah. No.
And I did that in one dream. You know how you can kind of control your dreams a little bit? And right when he grabbed me, I turned around and I looked and there was nothing there.
Wow.
And I never had that dream ever again. I never had those running, chasing dreams anymore.
I bet you have it tonight.
No, I'm not. Because I will confront.
You will confront it. I also have a dream that's reoccurring that the devil is out to get me. And I stop in my dream now because I used to wake up screaming and crying, but not since I wear a cross to sleep in all the time. So I have some sort of cross on in my sleep. And the devil is after me. And I did something similar. I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ, who's my Lord and Savior. And I would kept repeating that in my dream. I rebuke you. No, I'm with God's child. I'm not with you. I rebuke you in the blood of Jesus Christ. Like the devil's after me. He's trying to get me in my dream. It's scary as heck, let me tell you. But since I've been consciously, when those dreams come, I somehow say that in my dream, and then I can go back to sleep.
Wow.
So weird. Yeah. Isn't that something?
Dreams are crazy.
It can be really scary, yeah. What is the funniest thing that ever happened to you during a vacation or a work day? A work day. Okay. What is the funniest thing that ever happened to you on a vacation? Yeah, I know.
Whatever happened to me on vacation. Lots of things.
That's too much. Too many.
Too many. I don't even know. I know, but I don't want to say.
Or how about a work day? It's not going to be as bad.
On a work day.
She gets crazy on her vacations, let me tell you.
The funniest thing on a work day that ever happened, that was really funny. Remember the guy that I told you about oh my gosh, because I'm a nurse, right? So you would see lots of things as a nurse that, normal people don't get the opportunity to see. This sweet gentleman, he was maybe 5'8", 5'9", and he had been sent out of the cath lab with a urinal in place. And my tech that was with me that day, it was my buddy Art. The girls had already told me how well endowed this gentleman was that was coming out. So I sent Art to check the urinal in there. And all you heard was whoosh, on the stretcher. And Art rips the curtain back. And thank God the patients are still under anesthesia at this point.
Thank God.
Yeah. And he was like, oh my God. It's like, I've always been comfortable in, and he's a black guy. He goes, I've always been comfortable in my black skin. He said, but I've never felt more insecure in my blackness in my life.
What, was the guy black?
No.
Oh.
The Art. My helper was.
Okay.
My tech was. But no, the guy was, and his wife, itty bitty,
Well, because you know what they say
thing.
about black men. I mean,
she wasn't
very well
5
endowed.
foot tall, couldn't have weighed more than 90 pounds. And I remember.
Oh my gosh.
She tiny little woman. And it was something to behold. I've still never. I mean, that was the biggest.
How old was the guy? Was he sick? Apparently, because he had.
He'd had a heart cath.
Do you know that men, when they're sick and they get old, their thingy swells up? It gets bigger with age.
No, it gets smaller because of testosterone.
It gets bigger. It gets, if they're sick and they have something that's called fluid on the penis. I mean, I don't know what it's really
it was
called.
completely like flaccid and like, I mean, it was nothing. Like it was, but it was crazy. And they had 7 children. So
oh wow!
I'll never
God
forget
bless
that.
them. Well, God made them
God
well
bless
endowed
them.
for a reason, right?
Yes, he did.
Anyhow,
Okay.
enough of that.
Sorry.
Let's go on to another one. Go ahead.
What is one book that profoundly changed your perspective, or a movie?
Well,
Let's do a movie.
I would say book, because I have a book
okay.
that I read. It was a client of mine's husband who wrote it, and it's called "Is Your God Real?" That book was very profound for me, and also Susie Elvington's book of, zip your lip, keep your mouth shut, whatever. I keep screwing with that title. Your words are powerful. Be careful what you think or speak.
Yeah.
So that's another profound one. All of Susie's writings actually have been very profound for me, because she's a friend and also a very in with God, I would say.
I would say it would be the Bible.
The Bible, that's a good one too. Yes, absolutely.
The Bible. Okay.
Although the Bible was a lot confusing as I was reading it years ago. Now I can read it and I can get out of it what I'm reading. But it was too many they, he, she. That was the Old Testament I started with. And I'm like, I can't do this. This is like, and then when it gets to the New Testament, it's much better.
Well, too, they have the new versions, but
Yes.
What version do you read? I still read the King James.
I have King James, but I have the
New
old
International
and old
version?
and new together. Yeah. But I have several Bibles. So I have one huge Bible that's a really old Bible, and it's got pictures in it.
The Family Bible, I bet. Was it a Family Bible?
I don't know.
We've got a
I'd have to
family
show it to you.
Bible.
It's a beautiful book.
Whose
it was
was
my
it?
mom's.
Oh.
And so I got that. And yeah, I have them all over the place. Now, if I have the time to pick up each one of them, I would be lucky. I need more time, Lord, so I can learn more. Anyway.
If you could instantly master any language, what would it be?
Italian.
Oh. Yeah.
Spanish would be my next one.
Spanish, Italian. Very good.
What would you be? English?
I already got that one mastered. No. French.
French, ooh la la.
Ooh
Oui,
la
oui.
la, ooh.
Merci, merci.
La la la.
No, that's not French.
Merci, merci.
Merci, that's
Merci
it.
beaucoup.
There you go. Oh, that's good, good, good.
Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous?
Well, here's one that
Dormez-vous?
here's one. What is the silliest reason you ever gotten in trouble or missed an appointment?
The silliest? I mean, I've got the most disgusting.
That you missed an appointment.
Yeah. The kids got sick. Ashley started puking in the doctor's waiting room, and I had to take them with me because Cage was gone on a trip, and I didn't have anybody to watch the kids. And it was a GI doctor. Oh. And we were in the waiting room, and Ashley's like, Mommy, I don't feel good. My stomach's hurting. And so I grab her and I grab Taylor, and she goes and she's sitting on the toilet, and she's, having her stuff. And then she just instantaneously vomits.
Oh.
And at the same time, Taylor's like, because she can't stand the sight of anything. And she just instantaneously just started puking in the sink. I mean, that bathroom was just covered with puke. And I was like, oh my God. And now I knew I couldn't. So I had to go out to the front desk, and I'm like, do you guys please, do you have a mop? And she was like, what's going on? And I said, I don't know what happened, but both of my kids, I said, my one daughter is sick, and the other one saw her throwing up, and then she started puking, and yeah.
Oh my God, that was
yeah, that was great. It was lovely. The joys of motherhood.
I have really none, but one that is not going to be as funny and nice is when I was at a doctor's appointment, and the receptionist yelled at me and was very rude to me, and literally got me to the point where I was tearfully crying. And I had to leave this doctor's office, and I said, I will never be back here. I'll never come back. And I never went. So you know who you are, doctor's office. So,
what futuristic invention do you wish existed right now? I know.
Futuristic invention? Teletransporting. So
flying cars.
Oh, flying cars is good. I'd like to be beamed up, Scotty.
Where do you want to go?
Beam me from point A. Like if I want to go to Italy, I just go in my little beamer and push a button, Italy, and go boop. Now I'm in Italy.
Oh, and you could do it like that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yes.
And
that's
skip the
futuristic.
9-hour flight.
It's so futuristic. It's not even made up yet.
That's great.
Yeah. So they would decompose your cell structure and then recompose you.
Maybe that's what they're doing with that CERN. What's that? The particle thing that they started up on the day of the eclipse.
Oh yes.
That's what they're trying. Supposedly, that's what they're trying to create as an alternate,
yeah, okay,
whatever, wormhole or black hole or something. I don't know. Craziness.
Okay.
Which we could talk about that.
A wormhole.
The eclipse.
Oh, the eclipse. Let's talk about the eclipse. Yes, go for it.
The eclipse. Did you?
I was out at a restaurant eating, and there was an outside part to the outside restaurant, and the waitress let me use her glasses, so I was able to look up. Because if you didn't have glasses on, supposedly you're not supposed to look, but you also don't see anything.
Yeah.
So
well, we weren't in the path of totality,
anything.
but
were you?
We weren't in the path of totality.
Totality, right. So, but you could see it through the glasses. So I just saw the very start of the eclipse. And then all driving home, they tell you not to look up, but I was trying to see where it was. So maybe that's why my eyes are bothering me.
I had a headache that whole day for some reason.
Yeah, isn't that weird? And
then it was as soon as the eclipse was
over,
gone, my headache went away.
Wow. You're connected to the solar.
I am a Taurus. I'm an earth sign. So.
Oh, that's what it is, honey.
It's all and you figure your brain is mostly water. And with the moon,
What mystery or phenomenon would you love to solve or understand?
mystery or phenomenon that I would love to understand. I would love to understand the differences between men and women and be able to give those answers to all of the women that are wondering why. And then you would hold the answers from the male perspective as to like why.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like what we were talking
And
about.
then everybody could be
last time.
happily ever after, like it was meant to be from the beginning.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great answer.
Thanks.
Very good. I'm impressed with that wonderful thing. I was going to say aliens.
Okay.
So I would just like to know, which I'm sure they're out there. I know they're out there. It's just like, what's such the hush hush that our government won't let us in on it among all the other things that they don't let us in on, even though we're paying their salary. And that's all I got to say about that right now, for now. And I think that's like our time up, or do you have one question you want to ask?
If you could witness any historical event, which event would you choose?
Oh, lordy.
The resurrection of Jesus Christ.
I love
would like
that.
to witness that.
Yeah,
That would have been amazing. Right?
that would have been amazing. But you pretty much can read about it,
I know.
but it's different
If I
than
could have
being there.
witnessed it.
Yeah, that would have been wonderful.
Ooh.
Of course, you wouldn't be sitting here now for me to talk to, so you'd be...
Yeah, because I'm going to hop in your teleporter
Oh, there
machine
you go.
and I'm going
I
to
like that
teleport
better
back,
idea, but
see it, and
that's
then I'll
not what my
come and
teleporter does,
report.
Ange. My
Yeah.
teleporter only does from place to place, not from
All
year
time to time.
That's
No
time
machine.
traveling.
Ah,
Yeah, so I didn't
right,
say I
well,
want a time traveler, but
whatever. I'll just hop in CERN's little black hole and I'll be back.
there you go. Be back. I'll see you. I'll be back. Okay, so are we done?
I think we're done.
I think we're done. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining in. Next week, I am going to have two special guests on, our husband and wife. And they went through the immigration process. And we are going legally. And we are looking forward to hearing all that they have to tell us. She's from Venezuela. And I look forward to that conversation with them. So please join in next week.
Peace out.
Peace out. God bless.